Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of AFC Northerners. It is preseason.
It's actually football being played.
I know. We're actually playing stuff. So we're going to start down the line.
Sam Schneider repping the Bengals in LA.
Dave Green, Browns guy.
Jan Davis Utah, Ravens.
And Gavin Peretti with the Steelers.
All right, so we're going to start off talking about, training camp, injuries. Us three had games. We're waiting on you.
Still waiting on us. We're late to the party.
Your game, just trailing at the end.
Can't wait, though.
Yeah, right.
As far as injuries go, we dodged a bullet with Michael Johnson. First, looked like he might have had a torn ACL or MCL. Turned out just to be a strain, be about 4 weeks. Hopefully, he'll be ready for that first game of the season. As long as everything goes according to plan, it should be. Marvin Jones sat out like 4 days in a row. Marvin Lewis was not happy about that. But then he came back and went full go yesterday. Vontaze Burfict looks like he's on target for the third preseason game, so hopefully that stays the way it is. The only other one is A.J. McCarron's could be a rib injury, could be a chest injury. Everybody's saying something different. All we know is that he's not practicing.
Could be mesothelioma.
Could be mesothelioma.
Fibromyalgia.
Strengthen them bones. Strengthen them bones,
Drink
AJ.
some milk.
Not his fault.
What about the Browns, man?
We avoided a great one. Joe Thomas, he got rolled up on by Danny Shelton. Everything seems to be okay. He sat out today. Yeah, whatever. It's preseason. Fuck it. Outside of that,
I think that's probably what he said before the game.
him,
Are you going to play? Preseason.
Fuck it, it's preseason.
The only other big injuries are hamstring injuries. We're seeing that all over the place. Dwayne Bowe, the running back.
Both of the running backs, right?
See, to me,
it's just bad. It's poor conditioning.
Exactly,
and
it's
off-season.
conditioning. Like, that's really guys saying, it's like, oh, I've been working out conditioning wise. I'm like, well, you're clearly missing
If
a
you're doing
part of your regular.
And that's what makes it so frustrating. Conditioning injuries are so maddening. Like, it
This
makes you
early
so
in the
angry at your
year,
guys.
I mean, 3 weeks into preseason or in training camp,
Right.
and we're missing 5-6 guys with that? That's garbage.
Yeah. Moving on to Ravens, we had a lot of injuries, but oddly, we've had some hamstring stuff, like Ladarius Webb had a little bit of a hamstring thing, stuff like that. But the big thing is, Brent Urban and also Matt Elam, torn bicep, just completely shot.
Both of them? Is the bicep both of them?
Both
Both of them biceps.
Both of them biceps.
That's the arm wrestling contest?
No, it's literally like freak accidents. Like they went to stop, they as a defender went to stop a guy, and it just tore.
Just
him.
wow.
And
cannot
they're
feel
both
good.
they're basically both out for the season as of right now, which is heartbreaking. I love Matt Elam.
Matt Elam is awesome.
Yeah, I love that kid.
I hate to see that even like as a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Brashad Perriman still has not played except for one training camp day. He wasn't there for the preseason game tonight. Like, we haven't seen him. Everybody was like, oh, a day, 2 days, 3 days.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. So we don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I really wish I did. I'm itching to see him back in. And then we note that Steve Smith has retired at the end of this season. Dude, I love the guy. He's awesome. He's a Hall of Famer. He should be a future Hall of Famer. He is blood and guts everywhere. I love that guy to death. So that's pretty much my stuff until we get to the preseason games. On to yours.
Yeah, the main thing I'm worried about is Jesse James, like what he's dealing with. Like, his best friend just passed away. This happened like 2 days ago. He's tight end, and apparently he was dropping passes, and like the team is like looking at it like this is like wrong, but they also don't want to
Push
like,
the issue,
they,
right?
They don't want
Might
to
be
hit
something
him too
in his
hard
head.
on this, so it's like one of those things where they're looking at him and like, well, you're dropping passes, but this thing just happened. So we're gonna see like what happened with that in the next couple of days. But other than that, there's not too much going on.
Oh yeah, what about my little buddy?
His best friend.
It's like my buddy.
He is
my buddy.
He's gonna be probably gone for the season. Senquez, unfortunately, is probably going to be gone. He's got a shoulder injury, and it doesn't look like that's going to be repaired.
In all seriousness, I so rarely. I don't root for anybody to get hurt. I don't care. Well,
I really.
All right, maybe Hines Ward.
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
But it sucks to see people go down. But now I got to find somebody new to bang on every week with
Senquez Golson.
It's like once they get injured, like it's like kicking them while they're down.
It's no fun.
He's got a shoulder injury. He's probably not going to be back I kind of thought that something was gonna happen with him.
Yeah.
You know, he's too small to be in the league. That's me saying that. So,
all right. So let's switch over to the Hall of Fame game, and we'll go back down. So against the Vikings, loss.
Yeah. Hall of Fame game, lost. We lost against the Vikings. I'm not that worried about that. The Steelers, we don't ever win any game in preseason. Like we really don't. So I'm not worried about this game at all.
It looked more like a practice. Like both teams just trotted some guys out there and they ran around
Yeah.
for 60 minutes and came back.
Yeah, I mean
That's
that's
preseason.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Get to week 3.
Yeah, it's
I am not.
Exactly.
I'm not worried about this game at all. I'm looking.
So who
at
do you
the
guys have
next
coming
game.
up next?
Oh, we have, I believe,
I'm not sure who it is either. I don't even look
no,
that
I
much
don't
up.
know.
No, I can't remember right now.
Okay.
But the Hall of Fame game is like a bonus one for you. It's a fifth
Yeah, it's like a
preseason
fifth
game,
preseason
which
game.
is why they don't treat it with too much
I
seriousness.
mean,
anyway.
we only have 4 games, but we're
Right.
missing
More
missing
practice to suck at the
third
regular
game.
season.
All right, so we'll move on to Ravens real quick. Played the Saints today, 30-27. Last minute, quarterback Renner running that in from the 1-yard line for that touchdown. I'm loving it. But first quarter was really where it was kind of at for us. Flacco looked great. C. Smith looked great. Lorenzo Taliaferro looked amazing.
You guys put up a lot of offense.
Yeah,
in that game.
the offense really shined in that, and I was really, really happy for it. The thing, again, I was really surprised about was like how the Saints were dropping like flies. We had 3 or 4 of their guys, like their starters.
Once
dropping
again,
out.
probably the conditioning issue.
Exactly, conditioning is like that's the thing. So that was really surprising to me.
Where did you guys play?
We played at home at M&T Bank Stadium. So, and I was loving hearing that 7 Nation Army guys. Ah, my heart. So yeah, really, really great game. Moving on to Browns, Redskins.
Now we took one on the chin this week against the Redskins, 20-17. McCown looked awesome though, 5 for 5 for I think it was 36 with a touchdown. Johnny didn't do that bad. He had a running score. Guys that stood out actually, Kirksey, Hartline, and Crowell.
Brian
And
Hartline, yeah.
How does that even happen?
He's been pretty solid.
Yeah,
you know what I
Had
mean,
a
in the
decent
past.
NFL career.
Yeah. I just like I don't know. It's like you think Brian Hartline, you think the most mediocre, to me.
Right.
I can understand that, but I mean, he's playing with the lollipop kids. Gabriel and Benjamin.
And Danny Shelton looked amazing too.
And Shelton
Shelton was great.
Except for you're playing
legit.
against the Redskins.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's not our fault that they're from the NFC East.
Yeah.
That's not anybody's fault. That division's garbage, okay?
Yeah.
Just so you know, that's at you, Chuck. I do think the special teams, though, looked really, really, really fucking good. Andy Lee, amazing. Thank you, San Fran, for that deal. Other than that, I can't complain about it.
Yeah.
To be up 14-3 and then
the only-
lose it with the second string.
The only real injury that
guys.
we had was Asia Jackson, the punt returner, got injured. So
Oh, I saw that.
yeah. So and you're coming up with a new one.
Yeah, we get going against the Giants tonight. And we, of course, we've been scrimmaging against the Giants for a couple days. It was good. No fights or anything like that.
Smiths.
Some solid, no jaw breaks. But it was good. A lot of solid 11-on-11 time. Everybody looks good, to go that you expect to play. Pac-Man Jones is penciled in at cornerback across from Drake Kirkpatrick. They're moving Leon Hall into the slot. I'm assuming that's the way this game will start, but that's the depth chart as it goes right now. Cool. The only concern is A.J. McCarron coming up with this rib thing. I can't imagine Andy Dalton will play longer than a quarter, so McCarron can't go. Likely to see Brad Johnson for like 3 quarters. Hopefully.
Yay!
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, missed Terrell Pryor yet?
Right. No.
I'm missing Jacoby Jones. All right, guys. That is it for us. We're going to be back here with a new episode on next Thursday. I'm excited for it. We'll check you out then. And again, as always, we sign off the same way with
Fuck the Patriots!
Have a good one, guys. See you next week.